Hey friends, in this video we're going to talk Sonos and Control4 audio. Which is better? So we're going to move pretty quick on this one. We're not going to get super technical. This is a question we're getting asked a lot by a lot of our clients, especially our design clients, and it's understandable. If you're looking at something like Control4 or Savant and you're doing your research, you're going to come along Sonos and you're going to wonder if Sonos is a better option for you. Now the thing you have to understand is that Sonos and Control4, it's not apples to apples. They're really different products and solutions. Sonos is a standalone music system. It's built from the ground up to be standalone, to not require any other apps or services. It works all on its own. Control4 is a smart home automation platform that happens to have a native audio solution. So when we try and compare them, we're talking about two very different things. As a standalone music solution, I'm not sure if there's anything better on the market than Sonos' app. It has all the major music services that you can think of included in its app. Pandora, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, Apple Music, iHeartRadio. It's very difficult to beat the plethora of options that Sonos has for music streaming services. Control4's native audio solution, on the other hand, does have streaming services available, but it's a much smaller solution. They've got Pandora, Deezer, Tidal, TuneIn, Rhapsody, and they do support AirPlay. Now, one of the cool things that Control4 audio has that Sonos doesn't is it does support high-res playback. So if you've purchased high-res music or if you're streaming high-res music, you're gonna have a superior listening experience with Control4's native audio than Sonos because it doesn't support high-res audio yet. Now, the important thing to understand with Control4 is that Control4 has a native audio solution, but it also integrates with a number of third-party solutions, including Sonos. It integrates with Autonomic and Fusion and Nuvo and Rust Sound. There's a lot of solutions for home audio that you can bring into a Control4 system, and different reasons why you might look at each of them. But if we're looking at Sonos versus Control4, they're really two very different products. Anytime you have a native Control4 audio system, then you also have the Control4 smart home and home automation platform included. You're getting a lot out of that Control4 audio setup. Now that may be more than you actually want. If all you want is purely audio, you don't want any lighting control, you don't want any TV control, you don't want to integrate with your security system or your Nest thermostat, you just want music, Sonos is probably a good solution for you. But if you want to be able to tie into some of the other third-party products in your home and dabble a little bit with smart home and home automation, then Control4 is a really good solution. Now, talking price, and here with price, we're talking about amplified architectural speakers, in-ceiling, in-wall speakers. We're talking about a Sonos amplifier versus Control4 amplifiers and audio switches, okay? We're not talking about a Sonos Play 1 or Sonos Play 3. We're talking about amplifying in-wall and in-ceiling speakers. With that in mind, Sonos prices out about $700 a room. That includes the wire, some contractor-grade speakers, but you're about $700 a room. And for 3 rooms or less, Sonos is going to be your most cost-effective solution. But as you start to go to 4, 5, 6 rooms and beyond, Control4's native audio solution will be a more cost-effective solution for you. So that's what we tell a lot of our clients. If you've got a smaller application where you're only using 2 or 3 rooms, Sonos is probably the right application. Even if you're using a smart home platform like Control4, for that many rooms of audio, it would be hard to beat Sonos. But if you've got an application where you need 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms or more, then Control4's native audio may be a good solution for you to consider. And keep in mind, if you ever need to, you can bring additional music services into the Control4 system through third-party music servers, so you're not totally stuck with what's included natively with Control4. There's lots of options. Now, I know that was a quick, basic overview of the two systems, but hopefully that helps. When people ask me which is better, I always kind of laugh because it's not really which is better. It's more about which fits your application best. Again, smaller applications, I prefer Sonos. Bigger applications, I prefer Control4. But we have a client right now with 25 rooms of audio that has to have his Bollywood music natively included in his system. We're going to use Sonos in his Control4 home for all 25 zones of audio because it's the right fit for him. So hopefully that helps answer some of your questions. As always, we love the comments. As you'll notice, we do respond. We'd love to hear from you. Send us any questions you have. We'll get back with you as fast as we can. And as always, we'd love it if you'd like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next video.